Hi everyone, it's Heidi from Flutterbyheidi.wordpress.com, back again with another Friday project for you. Only this time, instead of Ferrero Friday, I've got a new one for you, and this time it is Freddo Friday. For those of you, this isn't because I've run out of ideas for Ferrero Friday, but I just thought I'd mix it up a little bit. Not least of all because on Slimming World these are a great treat, so that they have a super thin value. And I was working on a project using the jar of love, which I've used to create the label here, and I just thought it would be a lovely way to say a bit of a hello and thank you to a friend of mine. So this is the project. You can see I've used the Love and Affection Designer Series paper for this, which has lovely colours in it, including the Flirty Flamingo, but also Mint Macaron, which is leaving us soon. And the great thing about this box is, I'm not sure whether those of you in the States have Freddos. If you don't, it fits a little mini Hershey bar. It is a little bit narrower than a Freddo, but it still fits in great. So that's the project we're going to make, and you're going to need your envelope punch board for it. As you can see, it's just a nice simple box with a little wrap, but would also be great for popping a bracelet or a pair of earrings into as well. So a useful size box. I'll give you the measurements in both centimetres and inches. The one I'm going to make will be in inches, and that's just because it's easier to see those marks on the trimmer, although it's got millimetres and centimetres below. So you're going to start off with a piece of card that is 4 7/8 by 4 7/8. That's 12.4 by 12.4 centimetres, and you're going to punch and score at 1.5 inches and at 2 1/4 inches. And then you're going to just turn your card and repeat going round by lining up the score line. So you line your score line up with the pointer and then punch and score. And same again on this side, and this side it will be the same as the original side measurements, so 1.5 and 2 1/4. And in millimetres, that's at 3.9 centimetres and 5.6 centimetres if you're working in centimetres and millimetres. So that's our basic box. We're just going to neaten up the top with the corner rounder at the top there, and it is useful to remember it's got a corner rounder function, so you don't have to have a separate corner rounder out, or if you haven't got one, this will do the job for you. So having done that, we're now going to fold and burnish, and you can either burnish using your fingers or obviously using your bone folder. This gets a nice sharp crease on there. Okay. So having folded and burnished all of our score lines, I'm now going to do an extra little fold by folding up on the narrowest score line like so, and just creasing this flap. This is so we can trim it away and it'll fit. Do the same again here. You can see it just creases, and that way it'll we can trim that away to fit the top of our box. There we go, just like so. So this is a piece of our scored card, and now you need to come in and make your tabs. So just come in on the long edge and notch those out. So I'm just coming up to that score line, and the notching out just helps it close nice and square. Then, because it's a box, we're going to use our fuse, and I'm just going to come in, and I'm actually going to go over the tab slightly onto that centre part, and that's because we're going to use that to hold the liner in place as well. Okay, so when you use your fuse, don't forget, not too hard, just roll it and flick, a bit of a tick. So line up those corners, like so, and then I literally just fold those tabs out to make it a bit easier, and pop a piece of DSP in there that is 1.5 by about 3 1/8. Now it is just a smidge under a 3 1/8 because obviously our boxes are 3 1/8 long, so you might need to just trim just a fraction off that to get it to fit in nice and flush. I'm still a little bit out on that, so I can just come in with my scissors There we go, and that just finishes the box off nicely and keeps it pretty, and particularly if you're going to put something else in there as well. All we do is then fold our box up, and you can see this is means that our tabs aren't hanging over the edge. And what you're going to need now is a piece of DSP, which is 3 1/8 by 4 3/4 inches. Only that's the longer piece. That's the piece that you want. That looks a better size. And in order to get this to fit nice and flush, I'm actually not going to use my scorer for this. I'm just going to come in, fold up the side, pop my box in there, and just crease. And do the same on the other side. So nice and flush, and then just crease. And then all I'm going to do is just come in with my snail along the edge there. And you could, if you wanted to, if you're not very good on the edge, you could always make that slightly longer, up to 5 inches, and just overlap it a little bit more. So there's our wrap. Then I've got some of the lovely linen ribbon, which we've got in the mint macaron. I'm just going to come in and cut off a length. And all I'm going to do is thread my tag, and this tag has been made using all the all the in colours which are carrying over this summer. So this is using the 2016-2018 colours. So you can see I've got Flirty Flamingo, the Peekaboo Peach, Sweet Sugar Plum, and this is in the Dapper Denim, and then you've got the Emerald Envy in there as well. And then to knot it, so I've literally just tied a knot, and then I'm just going to make a square knot or a reef knot, for those of you that know your knots, on the top there. And then having got that to sit nice and flat, I'll just come in with my ribbon scissors and just snip that away. So there you have a little treat box to hold a Freddo. I'm going to be doing some more Freddo Friday projects as well, which I hope you'll enjoy. Let me know if you want to see more Freddo Fridays. But it's a lovely way just to package it up, and you can see here, depending on the colour, it can look really very, very pretty, and they all coordinate really well. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you want to make a purchase, visit my Stampin' Up shop, and the details are in the description bar below, or visit my blog and you can get the link to my shop there as well. Love to see you as a customer, but love you to come along to a class as well if you're in the Midlands. Bye for now, and thanks for watching.